dark than light, more light than dark, touche. You touched and lifted clouds from my heart, me baby. God knew better than I from the start, knows better still. I wanna win your heart, don't wanna tell son of a Yari put us together. So who's really turned apart? Told once I was already, so by and by I came back for you. Cause I promised, but baby, are you ready? I pray you are indeed. I hated every detour. Going back, I rush towards you more steadily. I come back to you more directly. Seeing proximity to you is heavenly. The fire in my eyes are cool with love. So I wanna do whatever to keep you happy, though push it come to shove. Mi Esperanza, I hope. No coincidence, but providence. I remember your profile back then, said you weren't looking for a boyfriend. Had the messages still, the reason why I was there and I reveal. Your first words to me were scriptural, puzzling words, I read them and froze. Resist the devil and he shall flee. I wonder what those words intended for me, but nothing happens coincidentally. Indeed, I found the devil in me, a twisted image and perspective shaped by a reprobate society. Overstood it, resisted, and that image did flee. Reshaped myself according to the word I heard. Realized how foolish and absurd the devil food cake, the blacklist, the blackballing, how childish and immature this name calling. That's appalling. So I called myself by his name, thinking I was doing a thing new, but I had always been the same since before I was born. The same is true of my knowing you. From a child I saw you, that which was not yet made manifest. Case of please, that Elohim's plans have not failed yet. Es Nadie que compare a ti, cualquier todo Dios tiene para mí. El mismo es que yo deseo y es tú para mí. Tú ves, yo ve, yo sé, y tú sabes. Mi abuela said I was good at putting puzzles together. It all seems crazy, I confess, she brought me many of them too. I found the missing piece to my most perplexing puzzle, and that essential piece is you. Now then I listen to the elders, though it all seems strange. Longer have they been known and been called by the name. The baby as I learned from them too. Shorter time have they been away from the God of all truth. My family loves to give me babies. A reminder I realize now to remind me of you. I realize Mi Esperanza, I hope not too late. I associate you with the number 8, a new beginning after God's perfection, and number 7, meaning complete. I know compati, baby, come home to me. As then I saw you, now it's only you I see. Even as one who sees infinite possibility in all scenarios. Without you, the dream is incomplete. I've seen many a pretty face, but to yours, your touch, your soul, it's naughty that can compete. As a child, I experiment with spirituality in mind. I thought to cross the spans of time, to reach back and speak to King Solomon the wise, and understand from him what it was to be man and king. Imagine my surprise, he grabbed me by the hand and said to me, I am he. Then teach me, I said, I want to be your son, make a decree. Those lessons are much suffering led, and yet I would not change a thing. Suffering brings character and patience, I learned more than I hoped to. I wanted also, I thought, to know polygamy. I mean, it worked for Jacob and Esau and Abraham too. Then I gave up on the idea when you were revealed to me. I said yes, just the right one is more than enough. Solomon also learned this lesson, though the road was tough. On this point, I learned a bit faster than he. The meaning and blessing of long suffering, I learned this too. But one thing I was anxious for, and this one thing was you. Then I ain't go for long and I knew. I was wroth with God then, foolish I know, I'm ashamed to say, but that was truth. Not knowing all things, but knowing that something was missing, that is to say, I've been waiting for you. I want to tell you everything, to share and alleviate your pain. Want to hear all your dreams and share in your work and your art. Want to cover you in love, listen to the beat of your heart, and know what moves you to hear your intimate thoughts. Lie next to you, look into your eyes and have pillow talk. Go with you back to where we both got our start. That is to say, love you, hear hints to whence we began. That is to say, to understand, to grow and experience the fruit of Elohim's plan. That is to say, to lift you up in my arms and baby to hold you again. And never let love go. It's hard to tell the truth that may be misunderstood. I've been misunderstood before. Don't want that with the only girl that I adore, Mia more. But let's go back to the beginning. There in the hood upon the curb, Crowley I sat, wondering what requirement I had left unmet. And for another reason too, I'm ashamed to reveal that part to you. Anyway, why am I so unlovable was in my thoughts. Not sure who that was for, but feeling others' pain is something I had learned I could use to restore. Well, this was a pain that I could bear no more. Too much for me, too much suffering. Even I needed help too. There's a lesson to learn there too. Then came you. You were just a baby, even in a carrier too. Witnesses they were. I hope they tell you. My family told me in hints about you. How wonderful the things that God can do. No understanding the will had you then, and yet he used you. Reluctant it was I because of your innocence to claim you. A lesson there is too. Before any decisions were made, I was aligned with you. Baby myself, I empathized that you were just a baby too. The anguish I felt I would not that it should touch you. To drag you into this I felt ashamed to do. Now knowing what a blessing it could also be. Your touch was an amusing saying among my family, meaning that one is a bit crazy. Then one day in high school I realized what being touched really means. From watching someone who was intelligent yet seemed to only sit and daydream. All was not as it seemed. I'm quiet to see from his perspective, and it was granted me. I saw he was touched by God and his days were spent being happy. Touch is our thing. What happens when God touches you? His hand is fearsome and wonderful, crushing you, he refines you. For it pleased him that whom he loved he would bruise, and correction is love of a father for a son. That's victory. Though facing imminent defeat, to realize I've already won, and yet I'm passionate and jealous over you. I see remarkable similarity in this relation twixt myself, the elect, the Father, and we. I pray, my Father, that you see. Love is blind, they say. I say, Father, be a lamp unto my feet, and you love back to me. Give me no rest till she is back in my arms. Hold one, old one. Return to your first love. Provocation and jealousy. Zealous for my wife, I need her next to me. As before when I felt ecstasy, how can I divorce thee? Though you go to the ends of the earth, then shall I bring you back? Though we be estranged, every obstacle I shall remove that. I must let you choose, chosen you, I must obey the rule. Not forcing but wooing thee, because one wants to attract love, then I must allow you to see. We feel like hand in glove, I and I see. The light inside, coriander, the spice of life. You restore the taste, your hand and light it upon my face. I can find no better, no other, no way to replace. Tremble of my hand, for this down to accuracy it was planned. And two, for the thought of not having you. In part, about understanding and remove wrong from me. I would this time have my desire, yet no impunity from thee. Correct me as needed, for it is good for me. Yet your will be done, I say have your way with me. My request only I let it be known to have me shuddy. It is not good that I burn, I yearn and satisfy me. On time, God, you have always gone before me. When my granny Gray came and played a game with me, I knew that she was on her way. I ran her high, put your hand upon my thigh, she said, and made promise to me. Remove it when you feel the heat. I felt the heat as she said, remarkable it was to me. Then removed out my hand, already you have and have known my heart. That is, I would ask, you've known it from the start. Yeah, one thing is needful, I shall serve you, and I will tell your people whatsoever you want me to. Now then, guard my front and rear, and keep me from evil. Keep her too conmigo, si yo tengo favor contigo, por favor, Padre, Hijo, Espíritu Santo, ayúdame, yo necesito mi mía, min samek, quimo, acala min samek, yo también, domin lengua verdad español, pienso que en tu familia es criol. Yo soy, and I see you. I see you. Yeah, girl, I see you.